SLIPSPACE rupture detected.
Yeah, we're picking up anomalies too. Are you reading it?
SLIPSPACE rupture detected.
Multiple covenant signatures.
SLIPSPACE
Does anyone have a
rupture
big...
detected.
They're everywhere!
SLIPSPACE
Can't be happening.
rupture
Must be the
detected.
whole damn covenant fleet.
SLIPSPACE rupture detected.
Where were you on the night of the invasion of the Illuminate? I'll tell you where I was. I was sitting in a Taco Bell with some of my friends when I get a notification on my phone. LibCon 1 had been declared. The Illuminate has returned. Naturally, being the super Earth-loving Helldiver I am, I immediately left, got home, and began waging war against Super Earth's newest opponent. And now I can confidently report to you the Illuminate are here, and oh boy are they a doozy. Let's take a look. Who are the Illuminate, though? In simplest terms, they are agents of tyranny, those who seek to destroy Super Earth's way of life. In more detail, well, let's just say old habits die hard with these guys. The Illuminate are a group of advanced aliens called the Squith, long thought destroyed in the first Helldivers Galactic War. They are an ancient menace. The Illuminate use all manners of dark magic to attack Super Earth's bravest, using teleportation to be sneaky and elusive, mind control to corrupt citizens and disrupt the minds of Helldivers, and finally, the ever-iconic blue lasers to disintegrate all. They are quite the formidable foe. The Illuminate arrived December 12th, 2224 to the planet Calypso, a Super Earth colony. The defending Sea forces were destroyed by the surprise attack, however, shortly after, the Helldivers arrived and began to combat the alien menace. The Illuminate seem very inspired by other science fiction aliens. Notably, they seem similar to Halo's Covenant and Forerunner aliens. The Squith Overseers have a very similar hunched stance to that of an elite from Halo, and the holy sigils present upon their equipment is similar to that of the Forerunners. They can also be compared to Half-Life 2's Combine, as they teleport and enslave those they oppose. Units like the Harvester from the Illuminate can be compared to the Combine Strider. The troops of the Illuminate. The Illuminate, interestingly, only contains 5 units in terms of actual gameplay, and I will go over these 5, and then show my speculation as to why I think there are only 5 and where I think the rest are, because spoiler alert, I think there's more. The Voteless. Hordes of Super Earth citizens were corrupted by the Illuminate's dark magic. The Voteless are hordes of what are effectively zombies, humans corrupted by Squith magic, if you will. In-game, these enemies come in large packs and attempt to mob the player. While easy to fight, they typically provide a distraction so higher ticket Illuminate units can get the kill on the player. The Illuminate Watcher. The Illuminate's biggest support unit as of now is definitely the Watcher. It's a drone that flies around searching for Helldivers. Once it locates a Helldiver, it will signal Illuminate warp ships to deploy additional forces to the battlefield. That being said, the Watcher is the only Illuminate unit capable of calling for reinforcements. Helldiver squads are advised to prioritize taking out Watchers to leave existing Illuminate forces without reinforcements. When the Watcher is not trying to call in for reinforcements, it can also shock the player with a beam of arc lightning. The Overseers are the main bulk of the Squith forces. Clad in white armor and wielding a charging laser lance, these enemies are extremely potent in martial combat, capable of killing Helldivers in about 2 hits. They are also equipped with a deployable energy barrier to block incoming fire. The Overseer is a rather versatile unit capable of all forms of combat. That being said, it is easy to avoid as its range attacks are rather telegraphed via the visible charging up of the lance. The Elevated Overseer. The Elevated Overseer is a variant of the Overseer unit. They trade their shield and lance for a jetpack, grenade, and pulse rifle. These units hover in the air, providing support for Illuminate ground units. They get their unique combat edge by playing very well on the Y-axis of the game, which is something very few Helldivers enemies do. In addition, they can break up a defensive position by lobbing in grenades, which can prove lethal if not avoided. Whilst not outputting as much damage as the standard Overseer, they provide an excellent support damage hybrid. The Harvester. Now this is where the Illuminate gets even more deadly. These 3-legged creatures are nothing to underestimate. They have a bubble shield that they deploy once in combat, shielding themselves and others from incoming fire. If a player attempts to go under the shield, the Harvester's long, spindly legs will attack. The Harvester's main claim to fame is its energy cannon, which, when unleashed, deals insane damage. Fortunately, this attack is very telegraphed and is very easy to cancel. Most forms of high explosive damage will easily stop this attack in its tracks, but be aware, if it's unleashed, there will be consequences. So why don't the Illuminate have more units? My theory is simple. We aren't fighting the main force yet. The Automaton Legion was defeated near the start of the Second Galactic War, only to return much stronger. This will likely happen again with the Illuminate. Helldivers 2 leaks shows 2 units that we have yet to see in game, the Illusionist and the Ghoul. Both of these enemies appear to be heavier than most existing units and will likely play a large combat role once added. It's my theory that if we defend Calypso successfully, we will see these new foes. Now here's some advisable loadouts and tips I have for you guys fighting the Illuminate. My first one is to prioritize Watchers. I mentioned this earlier, but if you can successfully kill Watchers, you have almost nothing to worry about. In terms of combating the Illuminate though, I will share what I have found works well. Spray weapons in general are very potent. The Redeemer machine pistols works quite well as a secondary pick, as do most assault rifles and spray shotguns for primaries. The sickle is my personal pick for primaries. Grenades in general are very good for dealing with hordes of voteless, although are generally weaker against the stronger Illuminate units. In terms of support weapons, the Stalwart and Standard machine gun are very good. The HMG is also good, although few Illuminate units have heavy armor, so it's generally better to pick the lighter ones. I've also had good results with the autocannon in terms of destroying Illuminate infrastructure and harvesters. The flak mode also produces good results against hordes of voteless. The FRV, or Hellhog as I like to call it, is quite good against hordes of voteless as it can easily run them down. That being said, it struggles against harvesters in direct combat, although it can easily outmaneuver them. The Patriot exosuit specifically is also very good against the Illuminate. I would argue better than the Emancipator. The Gatling gun can kill basically everything in the Illuminate on its own. That being said, a good combo is to use the Gatling gun to pop shields on ships and harvesters and then use the rockets to finish them off. In terms of offensive and defensive stratagems, almost everything is fair game. Personally, I recommend the Eagle Airstrike and Orbital Laser purely based on personal preference, as they are good on all factions. Mortars and autocannon sentries are also very good if you're looking for defensive stratagems. Let me know what strategies work for you guys, although these are what I've found that produce best results on Super Helldive based purely on my own experience. Have a good one, make stuff you're proud of, and may freedom guide you.